What's up, homies? It's your big homie, Pachuco Sam, man. I was scrolling through YouTube, and I came across this video, man. It's, this guy, he's talking about he's asking a question as to why young Mexican Americans from Houston, Texas, all have a black accent. Now, I know I talked about this stuff before. We've talked about that subject before here on my channel. But homeboy, he nails it. He comes out and he fucking doesn't hesitate. He doesn't stutter or anything. He just goes right to the question. And it's a valid question. I'm gonna roll the clip right now.
I got a question to ask, okay? And if you're Mexican American, you live in Texas, specifically Houston, Texas, H-Town, or you live in Cali, Southern California, Central California, please answer this. Something I noticed. I noticed a lot of the Mexican Americans that live in Houston, Texas, not at all, but a good amount, especially the young ones, they have a black American accent. And I noticed in Cali, whether it's Central California or Southern California, that is extremely rare. And I know it's not a lot of black people in California, but they could live in black areas. They could live in black hoods where that accent is very common. And they still will not have the black American accent. I just wonder why. And you could hear the reflection from the rappers that come from each state. There are Mexican American rappers that came from California. I never heard a Mexican rapper that came from California with the black American accent. In Texas, you can find a lot of Mexican American rappers with a black American accent. It's very common.
So you see what he's saying is the truth. I mean, I already said, I sound like a broken record, you know. I even annoy myself because I've said it so many times before. Back when I was coming up, we didn't talk like that, you know. We did not use the N-word, and we did not try to force our accents like we were black. I grew up in a lot of black neighborhoods coming up because my dad used to move around a lot. My dad was a drug dealer, and you know, we lived that kind of life where we were moving from place to place, you know, from different neighborhoods to different neighborhoods. So I never really did establish myself well in one neighborhood. I grew up in many different places here in Houston. So it's true that, you know, the other thing that he says is true too, is that you don't see black people from California or from Houston trying to talk like they're Mexican. You don't see black people or rappers or anybody saying "ese," "what's up, vato," "what's up, ese," nothing like that. Like the Mexicans use the N-word, which again, I'm gonna say it again, it's a bad word. We shouldn't even use that word, man. But anyway, to each his own. But Mexicans will say stuff like, "Oh man, that's because down here we grew up with blacks and we grew up in black neighborhoods." That's fine. You know, you're a product of your environment. Nothing wrong with that. But a lot of these people out here are just fakers. You know, I grew up with blacks. I grew up with whites. I grew up with Italians, Puerto Ricans, and Vietnamese and shit. But I'm Mexican. I'm a ese. You know, and I know better than to use the N-word, because to us coming up, when we're growing up, the N-word was a bad word, man. The only time anybody would ever use that word was to insult somebody or if they wanted to fight. That's it. Now people use it real freely, like it means homeboy or homie and shit. People that say stupid shit like that are uneducated. You're not educated, homie. You're not educated. Go fucking find out what that word really means and how many fucking people died behind that word.